like to examine the Lighthouse network a little bit further. Indeed, the Lighthouse network are a network operative out of Shropshire, i.e., they are a branch of the Order of Nine Angles, but they are acting on the express authority of British intelligence cells connected to the British Royals. So it's all very interesting indeed. This is part of a Defence of the Realm operation, whereby my operations would be shut down. Indeed, the plan of the Lighthouse network, which consists of about 60 operatives who are initiated into a luminous network of 764 and the Nordic resistance movement. The idea is that they will capture me somehow by alluring me with a feline to a special location and then take me to Shropshire to a special facility they have there and then give me some sort of lobotomy whereby my brain will be reconfigured and my cosmic intelligence frequencies retuned to get me to operate for the British Royals. Indeed, as stated before, the British Royals are a Nazi network. Indeed, the British Royals were incredibly close to Hitler during the Nazi regime. Indeed, there is much truth about the history of the Second World War covered up. As stated, there was a false conflict between British intelligence and Nazi intelligence during that conflict, what with the Illuminist Masonic orders running both intelligence services. Indeed, as a cosmic intelligence operative, it is very interesting for me to analyze the espionage world from the perspective of a parapsychotic schizophrenic man. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, I seem to be living out a Shutter Island scenario. However, the most interesting thing about Shutter Island is that all of Teddy Daniels' theories on the experimentation going on at the Shutter Island facility were true. What was so clever about the intelligence-connected doctor is that he was able to convince Teddy Daniels, aka Andrew Ladis, that he was not who he was, basically, and that the experiments didn't exist when they did. Indeed, he was a mental patient, but the experimentation was real. It was not delusion. However, the intelligence services are very good at covering up their operations. Therefore, they are able to manipulate mental patients in a certain way so that mental patients no longer believe their own theories on intelligence operations. This is how the intelligence services are able to shut down any criticism of their black operations. Indeed, the British intelligence services are operating several black ops in the Warminster region. Many of these black ops have to do with the fact that I am resident in the town. Indeed, the British intelligence services wish to recruit local felines in an operation to basically miscast me as something I am not. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider what the British intelligence services are trying to do. Indeed, they are taking advantage of my amnesia and the fact that I'm a mental patient to basically discredit my work and terminate my operations. Indeed, it's very interesting considering that I am a spy from another realm. I am a spy of cosmic consciousness, not of a terrestrial nation state. Indeed, I do not operate for the Russian intelligence services, as is the common misconception among Wiltshire folk, or the Israeli intelligence services, as is another common misconception among Wiltshire folk. Indeed, in my network there are many Russian heritage mental patients and many Hebrew heritage mental patients. This is because I believe these specific mental patients are part of the 20 to 30% of paranoid schizophrenics that Itzhak Bentov believes are higher evolved species. Indeed, these 20 to 30% of paranoid schizophrenics don't tend to be so prominent among Anglo schizophrenics, but are more prominent among American schizophrenics. Indeed, I believe there is a pineal problem among British mental patients, and they've lost connection with the cosmic consciousness, and the concepts that I talk about seem to be beyond their capabilities. Indeed, it's all very interesting to note. Indeed, I met a lot of very disappointing people in the British mental health system, but there are a few interesting ones. I met a lot of very disappointing people, which makes me think there is a lot of misdiagnosis going on in the British mental health system, which is all very interesting to consider. Indeed, I believe many people I encountered in the British mental health system were actually there to cover up for some sort of Masonic crime ring. Indeed, these were operatives of Masonic crime rings who basically needed to be disposed of because they were liabilities to the Masonic crime rings. Indeed, so they are placed in mental health institutions. So it's all very interesting. Indeed, a lot of British mental patients seem to have a serious problem with me talking about the concepts that I speak of on this channel, which surprises me because mental patients should be open to these kind of concepts. But very interesting to consider some of the people I was locked up with on Cromwell ward at the Blackberry Hill psychiatric facility. Indeed, there were some serious assholes and abusers on that ward, so it's all very, very interesting to consider. Indeed, the Lighthouse network, operating out of Wem in Shropshire, are coordinated by networks interconnected with David Myatt's original networks. Indeed, the Lighthouse network does seem to be an Order of 9 Angles operation, though it is being overseen by the British Royals and handled by specific British intelligence operatives that are chosen by the British Royals to attempt to incarcerate me in a special facility and take advantage of my extrasensory perception and interconnectivity with cosmic consciousness after a lobotomy whereby my brain is rewired so that I will have favourable views towards the British Royals. Indeed, Vermin is a key appendage in this network. Indeed, he is a Wiltshire operative of the Lighthouse network of the Order of 9 Angles. So it's all very interesting to consider. Vermin is attempting to manipulate my internet via the cemetery network. Indeed, the cemetery network seem to be acting on the orders of Vermin, which proves that Vermin is a bloodline descendant of British royalty, i.e. Vermin is a member of the British royal family, which has been suspected over the years by various intelligence sources. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, Vermin is going to try and take advantage of my amnesia and attempt to arrange some sort of meeting between me and him, whereby he's going to recommend a local feline who will entrap me in the Lighthouse's web, basically. And I will be taken by the Lighthouse network to the Lighthouse, i.e. a secret underground facility in Shropshire, where I will be lobotomized by British intelligence psychiatrists. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, there is a British intelligence psychiatrist named Gorman Pocock, who is one of the intelligence operatives that has been chosen to be integral to this operation. Indeed, he is also a member of the False Memory Syndrome Foundation that are attempting to get their hooks in me to attempt to cover up for the activities of Walter Rose and Sons Butcher Shop and the Devises Police. What with this information now being in the public domain, it is causing much consternation among the False Memory Syndrome Foundation psychiatrists who are worried about these exposures getting even deeper into the False Memory Syndrome Foundation's cover-up of satanic ritual child abuse and mind control experimentation. Indeed, the British intelligence services seriously want to cover up their mind control experimentation, i.e. the Mindgate program, and are attempting to shut down any criticism of British intelligence's operations at all on YouTube and on the wider internet within the public domain. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, British intelligence are basically overseeing the snuff film production of murdered babies in devices for a large black market ring called Spyweb, interestingly, which is on the dark web, a network called Spyweb, who are a British intelligence snuff film production network operated through various locations in the United Kingdom and Russia, including devices. It's very interesting indeed. This devices ring seems to be a very important part of the British intelligence ring that they're overseeing for the royalty. Interestingly indeed, the royalty seem to enjoy these videos. So these snuff films are sold often to aristocrats and royal family members. So it's very interesting indeed. British intelligence are making an absolute fortune off the devices ring. They are concerned that my exposures may bring some sort of backlash against the devices police. So they have a lot of plans for me, including the Lighthouse network. Indeed, Vermin is an integral part of the Lighthouse network and is going to attempt to sort out some sort of operational status for himself within the cemetery network, i.e. the Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst crypto-analysis crypt worshipping network that operates out of the underground labyrinths beneath the old Bergen-Belsen concentration camp. So it's all very interesting to note that Vermin is an operative of Devices Police, the Order of Nine Angles, the Ordo Templi Orientis, the British Royal Family, British Intelligence, and the Lighthouse Network. Indeed, so very interesting to consider that Vermin is now an intelligence operative despite not being intelligent. Indeed, the Cosmic Intelligence Services, i.e. my network, have always been observing Vermin and believe that this man, who is considered the Sabbatean Messiah, is a truly despicable human being, operative for networks that are really, really revolting indeed. The Lighthouse Network is operating on a charter given to them by Devises policemen to operate in the Wiltshire region. Indeed, Shropshire Police made an agreement with Wiltshire Police that the Lighthouse Network of the Order of Nine Angles would be able to operate unhindered in Wiltshire. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider what the Lighthouse Network have planned for me. Indeed, they want to lobotomise me through the ice pick of this psychiatrist, i.e. Gorman Pocock. So it's all very interesting to consider what is going on. Indeed, Gorman Pocock is a member of the Pocock family, who are chiefly operative for Soviet intelligence continuums, interestingly. So he's He is a Kim Philby kind of guy. It's very interesting that the Pocock family are chiefly operative for Soviet intelligence. However, there is such an overarching overlap between Soviet intelligence and the British intelligence services that all of these networks tend to blend into one within Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst continuum. So it's all very interesting to note that Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst networks oversee the interlinking of British intelligence and Russian intelligence, i.e. Soviet intelligence. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, as stated, the Wiltshire population are carrying out a mind control psychological torture project on me, operated by Wiltshire Police and networks interconnected with Walter Rose and Sons Butcher Shop. Indeed, the whole concept of this project is to protect the name of Walter Rose and Sons Butcher Shop and its appendages, i.e. C.J. Robbins Butcher Shop of Warminster, which has become a target of the extraterrestrial parapsychotic intelligence operatives of the Cosmic Intelligence Services. Indeed, we have zeroed in on C.J. Robbins Butcher Shop of Warminster and the interconnected Masonic Lodge, i.e. Wyvern Lodge number 8620, which is chiefly a Masonic research facility operative for Soviet conditioning techniques, i.e. mind control programming of local felines that may attempt to contact me in the future. Indeed, Wyvern Lodge number 8620 foreseen that there may be a problem regarding me communicating with local felines in the future and exposing the projects of the Wyvern Lodge number 8620. Therefore, they are putting some sort of damage control into place, whereby they are programming local felines to become Satanists and to basically interconnect with the agenda of the satanic Order of 09A's is the Lighthouse network that wishes to end me by a radical programming session complete with a lobotomy, whereby I would be turned into an agent of the British Royals in an ongoing conflict with rogue CIA and Soviet factions that are against the British Royals. Indeed, as I've stated, everything is factional, and there are rogue CIA and rogue KGB factions that are operating against the British Royals. Supposedly, the British Royals are rather scared at the moment. They are afraid of certain contingents of Palestine Action who may expose their Sabbatean heritage and therefore attempt an assassination of King Charles in communion with rogue CIA and rogue KGB elements. So it's all very interesting indeed. Deutsche Verteidigungsdienst seem to be playing off hundreds of dialectics among certain networks. Indeed, certain contingents of Hebrew operatives are looking for an avenue to address me on the subject of the Khazar Zionists being Aryans, which could be an interesting concept to discuss. However, these Hebrew networks would not be able to make contact due to a British intelligence surveillance program going on around me. So it's all very interesting indeed. I have a deep admiration for highly intelligent Hebrews and highly intelligent Hebrew intelligence operatives. The Cosmic Intelligence Services, i.e. my network of parapsychotic schizophrenic intelligence operatives, are open to working with networks of Hebrew and Slavic highly intelligent intelligence operatives. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, the defense intelligence, i.e. the Warminster military base's military intelligence capacity, are still trying to cast me as a foreign agent involved in a foreign operation. What's interesting about this is that I am not terrestrial, i.e. I am not of this earth. Therefore, I cannot be operating for another legislative foreign entity. So it's all very interesting to consider. I'm technically a pseudonym for cosmic intelligence, i.e. an extraterrestrial source. So it's all very interesting to consider indeed. I'm a parapsychotic operative and a schizophrenic intelligence agent. I was once trained by British intelligence as a schizophrenic super spy through the Project Aniseed program, and indeed I believe they may be beginning to regret this, because through that programming I became into contact with cosmic intelligence factions who recruited me to operate against Grenville Lodge, against British intelligence, and against the British Royals. Indeed, this has all led on from my exposures of Grenville Lodge number 1787 in 2012 and 2013, that began after I was programmed in Project Keyhole and Project Flytrap programming by British intelligence factions. And I came into contact with cosmic realms. Indeed, I even entered some realms that are solely reserved for Freemasonic occultists, which meant they have always been observing me because I impeded on their astral realm. Indeed, the other cosmic planes of consciousness that I entered are unreachable for Freemasonic networks, as Freemasonic networks exist on a lower frequency to cosmic intelligence operatives. So it's all very interesting to consider. Indeed, cosmic consciousness is a quantum concept and is basically shattering the spirals of reality as the general population know it. The Freemasons are unable to contact cosmic consciousness because they are entrenched in demonic energies, therefore cannot reach the levels of the cosmic intelligence operative, i.e. the parapsychotic schizophrenic super spy. So it's all very interesting to consider. I'm going to leave it there now and try and avoid the Order of 9 Angles, the Lighthouse network that wish to lobotomise me, rearrange my frequencies, and have me as an operative of the British Royals. Indeed, it's all very interesting to consider. They may try and attempt in broad daylight in the future utilising a local feline, so I'm aware that this could happen. Also considering the Wyvern Lodge number 8620, Soviet psychopolitically mind control programming various local felines also via Soviet techniques of mind control. So it's all very interesting to note the crossover of Nazi, British eugenicist and Soviet mind control mechanisms within the Freemasonic orders. Indeed, this is all interlinking. Indeed, I'm going to leave it there now.